Well, it's Friday, and we're going to wrap up the work week focusing on Mississippi. Walt Grayson has a story for us about a folk hero from his hometown who sort of got lost over time, but who's responsible for a favorite childhood toy. What is the toy, and who's the hero, Walt?
Well, that's not to say we wouldn't have had stuffed bears as child's toys, but they would have never been named teddy bears had it not been for a 1902 bear hunt in the Delta and veteran Delta hunting guide, Holt Collier. We lose track of our heroes over time. For instance, here's the headstone of Holt Collier in Greenville. Born a slave in 1846, killed his first bear by the time he was 10 years old, probably within a quarter mile of where he's buried. The older generations of Greenville knew him well, but by the time we came along, I never heard him mentioned. Much later, when I was doing a story about Teddy Roosevelt's 1902 Delta bear hunt, I ran across Holt Collier. Roosevelt wanted to bag a Delta bear, so several influential politicians and local dignitaries arranged for the guest and the president to meet on Smead's plantation on a November day in 1902. Now, the land no longer even vaguely resembles the hardwood jungle the Delta was a century and change ago, especially where the hunt was to take place between the Big and Little Sunflower Rivers in Sharkey County. And Holt Collier was the best hunting guide in the Delta, so he and some of his friends were hired to clear the way in and set up Camp 4 and find a bear for the president to shoot. Well, Holt Collier found the bear, but the president had grown impatient and left the hunting stand. So when Mr. Collier drove the bear within easy shooting range, there was no one there to shoot it. So Holt Collier lassoed the bear until someone could go get the president. And when Teddy Roosevelt, upon seeing the tied-up bear, refused to kill it, cartoonist Clifford Berryman for the Washington Post drew a cartoon of the event. And toy makers started calling their stuffed bears teddy bears. Now, for a long time, I thought the credit for the teddy bear was Teddy Roosevelt's for refusing to shoot the bear. But you think about it, the real credit belongs to Holt Collier for lassoing the bear to begin with. So thank you, Holt Collier, for making our childhoods better. Even if you didn't know, that's what you were really doing the day you tied up the bear. Minor Buchanan wrote the definitive book about Holt Collier. It's a good read about a Delta hero who got lost in time but has come back, and hopefully we won't lose Holt Collier again. I'm Walt Grayson.